Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Thought I'd let you know what we're up to. I've just finished work, so I'm just heading home. It's 4:45. Cup's on at 2:15 this afternoon. With me and Ryan are going fishing again, like we did a few weeks ago. I wanted to make a little bit of a video about things like this. I don't know how you are in your relationships at home, or with your kids, or your wife, or your partner, or your friends, or whatever. But we all know, and if you've been watching my channel for a while, we will all know, and you would have all know, that I had a mild stroke. It wasn't a major, it was just a mild, but a mild stroke still a stroke, eh? It's like saying I had a small heart attack. Well, you still had a fucking heart attack, Jonesy. You know, so, you know, I had a mild stroke. But still, a stroke anyway. And you know, people say, oh, you know, like it gives you a life, you think about changing all the things in your life and doing things differently. It doesn't really do any of that, but it does make you, well, it made me probably sit down and think a little bit. Like, we were seeing my son and his partner a week every 6 to 8 months, so maybe in a year we would see them 3 weeks out of the year, you know, scattered over time, maybe. You know, and you think about it, you know, how, you know, 3 weeks out of the year, you know, 5 years time, 15, you know, 15 weeks we would have seen them. That's not long. And, you know, Ryan's sister, he didn't get to see her very often, and so I wanted to talk about family, friends, wives, girlfriends, moving, work, all sorts. Just get your opinion on it and let you know my opinion on it. Again, if you don't agree with this, that's absolutely fine. I never used to be a family man at all when I was on crack, and back in the day, you know, I was just after my next fix, and we all know that. I've said it a million times. It feels like such a long time ago though, you know, we're coming up to 7.5 years? It's a long time anyway. And went around with me and Debbie, went around to Ryan and Errol's today for coffee. I said to Ryan, "Have you been fishing lately?" He's like, "Nah." He said, "We go tonight?" He's like, "When?" I was 6 o'clock. When I finish, you know, finish milking, get home, I'll have something to drink, and then we'll head off and do some fishing. He's like, "Yep, let's go." And I was thinking, it's passing a paddy wagon, a police truck. Did you see it go past? I shouldn't laugh or smile, but I've been in those. I'd rather be right where I am right now. Anyway, is it really about going fishing? Is it really about catching any fish? I mean, don't get me wrong, we all want to catch something when we go fishing. We all want to get a hole-in-one when we play golf, you know. We all want drink and popcorn when we go to the movies. But do we have to catch a fish? No. Does it matter if we don't? No. What's it about then? So you're going fishing and you're not going to catch any fish. What's the point? The point is I'm hanging out with my son. That's the point. And I'm wondering if we all sit back these days, because, you know, let's be 100% fucking blunt, yeah? The world as it stands right now fucking sucks balls. You know, mortgages are going up, rent's going up, food's going up, petrol's going up, COVID's here, wages are not going up. And you can't control any of those things, you know, you can't control anything to do with that. Can you make more money if you work more hours? Can you pay your mortgage off faster if you work more hours and make more money? And me and Debbie, look, with the house we came from, we owned everything. We owned new everything. We had TV cabinets, big ass TV, nice dining tables, fucking fridges with automatic water dispensers. You know, we owned really nice stuff, and that felt nice. And don't get me wrong, I wish I still had some stuff like that now. But what did we move to Dunedin for? To spend time with family. Not saying I'm going to keel over and die tonight, but I'm not saying I won't. I don't know when my time's up. Do you know when your time's up? Because if you did know when your time was up, let me ask you a question. What would you do differently in the next month? If I was to say to you, you've got 1 month to live, apart from freaking the fuck out, what would you do? Now, 70% of people would be like, I want to spend time with family. I want to spend time with friends. I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to go here. I want to do that. So why are you not? Why are you working and working and working and working to pay bills and to buy some stuff for your house or some new stuff for your mags for your car or whatever else it is you're doing, and you're not putting any time and effort into that? Why are you doing that? Is it because you don't know when you're going to die? Is it because you don't know what's going to happen in the future? That's how I used to live. I didn't know when I was going to die. I still don't know when I'm going to die. I didn't know I was going to have a stroke that night. I was standing in the garage having a cup of coffee. When the coffee fell out of my hand, my arm went limp, my mouth went all sideways, I started to drool, and I couldn't speak properly. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. So I want to encourage you all. Spend some time with those who you love. You don't have to, you know, we all go on, oh yeah, but Jones, you know, it costs money. Everything costs money. Does it have to cost money? Or do you want it to cost money? So you're telling me that me going fishing tonight, what's it costing? A bag of bait? Bit of petrol to get there? Maybe, probably all up, 15 bucks, 20 bucks max. So yeah, it does cost something. But say let's say 20 bucks to go fishing. It's only off the wharf. Are your kids worth $20? Ask yourself, are your kids, your friends, your family, your wife, your husband, are they worth $20? And that's what I never used to think. It's not, none of it's about catching a fish. Not really. It's that one day I'm going to die, or my son's going to die. Touch wood, that I die before any of my children do. But I want my son, my daughter, my wife, my son's partner, I want all of them to be able to, you know, once the grief's come and gone and all that sort of stuff sided, I want them all to be able to be like, oh, I remember that time me and Dad went fishing and oh, he was talking shit again like he always does, and he thought he'd caught big fish and he hadn't caught nothing. But those things there, those little moments there are worth more than buying something. Oh, I've got to buy a new da-da-da. But those little moments are worth more, and they're worth more to your kids. Don't let you be fooled. Don't let them fool you. Look, my son doesn't tell me he loves me, and I don't tell him I love him. Now, you might be like, why not? It's not a dumb thing that we do, it's just our thing. But he knows I love him, and he knows there's nothing I wouldn't do for him. And I know he loves me, and there's nothing he wouldn't do for me. Do we say it? No. But it's just us. But this is how we love each other. This is what we do. We do shit like this together. And I just wanted to come on and make a video on my way home, because I never used to sort of spend any time. It was go to work, come home, have a shower, have something to eat, watch some telly, go to bed. And let me tell you, time does go fucking fast, man. It really does. We get older and older by the day. You know? Don't let life take control of you. You take control of your life. We all have to work, I understand. We all have to work for a living. We all have debts, bills, problems. troubles, sorrows. We all have it. We all have relationship problems. No one's perfect. But don't let that define you. I mean, I'm serious. I would hate to see any of my subscribers just fall off the radar and someone they love pass away. And the memory they have with them is bugger all. Because you didn't have the time. Because COVID got in the way. Because something happened. I'd hate to see that happen to you. So please, don't let it happen to you. Don't be that statistic and not spend the time with your kids or your family or your wife or your daughter or your fiance or whoever it is. Don't let it happen to you. Take that time. Stop work for that one day. Stop work an hour earlier. Do something. Just do something that you're going to be proud of. And you know, because I don't want to see anyone. I don't know. It's just it's getting to me now as I'm getting older. It's, you know, that stroke could have been so much worse. It really could have been. I could have died. And what would my memory have been? Of course, I've done things with my kids. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't be here now. So tonight wouldn't be happening. Ryan would be going fishing by himself or with his partner, which is still enjoyable and still cool, but he wouldn't have the option to take his dad. And we're all bitching. I do it. But trust me, you should hear me. Ask my wife. She'll tell you I bitch. I bitch and complain about the weather. I bitch and complain about people. I bitch and complain about working. I bitch and complain about COVID. I bitch and complain about money. I bitch and complain about just anything in general. And that's what I do. I rant, and I've always done it. I'm so not perfect. I'm so not anything like that. But I'm here and I live in Dunedin so I could be close with my kids and we could do shit like we are doing tonight. So I just wanted to leave you with that. I don't know if it's a bit muffled and makes no sense. But I hope you understand what I'm getting at, eh? Because if you're watching this right now and you're watching it with your partner or your kids or by yourself and your missus is cooking dinner or you're cooking dinner and your kids are coming around tomorrow for dinner or something, just go and spend 5 minutes with them and turn your fucking TikTok off, turn your fucking, don't turn this off, watch the video first, then fucking turn it off. Gotta watch Jonesy before you fucking turn it off. Turn the TV off, don't worry about the news. The news is only going to talk to you about COVID and injections and jabs and people dying and how many people have got fucking COVID. It's all it's going to talk to you about. Okay, there's nothing in there that you need to listen to. So go and spend 5 minutes with someone tonight. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway guys, love and leave us. Catch us in the next video.